the bomb got dropped upon us all, and the list of all unknowns is tall. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown, we'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Leftover ashes in the sky, the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. But we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Oh, we know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from.
Hello everyone, this is the Nameless one, and tonight we will be continuing the Lost Memories campaign with its final episode. For those of you that are enjoying this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to stay up to date with all our streams and uploads. We will be continuing to stream campaigns on this day. The next campaign will be in regards to the same world with all new set of players. But for now, let's go ahead and... Can I get a recap?
Recap would be nice, because I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, weren't you gone last time?
I was at my parents' actually.
We finally just landed in a freaking place. After being trapped in there for how long?
Too long.
Did you become a
Yes.
robot?
So that was when you guys got out of the spatial anomaly.
Yeah. Had to kick the contractor's ass. Got thrown. And then the whole thing was collapsing in on itself. So we ran.
Yeah. I don't feel like we need too much more for a recap for what was basically a bunch of running through doors, seeing some lore drop stuff, followed by getting dropped on your face out of the anomaly. There we go.
Next time we have to hide from a sandstorm, I'm digging a hole.
So, before we actually get started, Fair, do me a favor. Survival +2.
Survival
Yes.
+2. Give me a sec. Let me locate that. There it is. It's been so long. It's exclamation point, right?
Yes. Hasn't been that long. Weren't you at the last?
For me, it's been a little while.
Oh yeah, you did miss the last Heart of Darkness. Sweet. So, it appears that where you guys were dumped is actually vastly closer than you were originally to your goal. Based off of where you can judge, it's probably only a couple days more travel, rather than potentially several weeks to a month.
Well, would you look at that? I think I could get used to temporal displacement. Well, guess what, guys? We're a lot closer to our end goal.
Already?
Surprisingly, yes. It seems that place, when it was collapsing, decided to dump us closer. I'd say we're about 3 days out.
Okay. It's not actually that bad.
Considering that where we were, but when we entered the anomaly, was a few weeks to a month out. Yeah, I'd say that was quite the shortcut. Still, my previous statement about the sandstorm still stands.
So, for the rest of the group, I need you guys to roll your perceptions for travel. Actually, that goes for Fair too. I don't know why I keep saying that. Like, Fair doesn't need to roll perception.
I was wondering. I don't know why I can't roll perception, but okay, Dean rules.
Doc sees something for once.
What?
So, as you guys are traveling, the first thing you notice is this area is kind of dead, quiet. Up until the point you see I believe it's called a conspiracy of ravens.
Yes, it's a murder of crows and a conspiracy of ravens.
They seem to be fighting over something at the moment, and about the moment that Doc comes over the hill as well, they all stop what they're doing, stare at Doc, and then fly over and basically land in a what appears to be vaguely single file line. Doc, as they do this, you do note that each and every one of them seems to be carrying a message for you.
Oh, good. Hopefully they're in chronological order.
All right, everybody line up. Report. Unkindness.
I'm gonna start taking messages
conspiracy.
off them.
So, as best as you can get it into order, the your group of people has basically been doing what you told them to, and trying to keep you updated. And first thing noted, before you even really fully read everything, this appears to be as much as several months worth of messages. However, you can't tell for certain because you don't have any way to actually tell what day, what the date is right now. Because wastelanders do still keep track of the dates, but if you spend an extended period of time away from anything used to do so, it's very difficult to figure out what the date actually is.
Well, how long were we in the anomaly?
As far as you're aware, you don't know.
Sometime between then and whichever one of these have the date furthest into the future.
But as far as you can tell, at most 2 months, but no less than 3 weeks.
Time has passed.
Some of the dates have large gaps between them, and others are basically right after the other. But the general gist of what you're seeing is they went from kind of just establishing themselves, the FPC that is, to full-scale, entrenchment. They are now building large-scale structures, large land and air vehicles. Basically, they've gone from just trying to figure out what the hell's going on to now they're taking over.
This is ours now.
They know your messages, the further you get in, get more and more frantic as they are noting that anybody that has any kind of useful skill is basically being absorbed into the FPC, and those that do not are being sent off to labor camps for doing things like mining precious minerals, raw materials. Anything of use is being used, essentially. They also note that several god engines have been brought back into the control, namely smaller ones. Plague King still eludes them, but they have been able to wrest control of Bastion and a couple of the other more infamous names. But they seem to be gearing up for something. Nobody in your notes that you have gotten seems to know what. Because nobody goes from just kind of feeling things out to basically a large-scale war effort that quickly without having something in mind. Even a wastelander with no real war experience could tell you that if suddenly a faction just started stockpiling stuff and scraping up every bit of resource they could find, it's not a good sign. So, that's the general gist of what you've gotten so far.
Yo, Doc, how's the underground intelligence network coming?
I think there might not be one anymore.
Oh. That bad, huh?
Seems like the FCP is snapping up anyone who's any kind of use it. That means those who are in my service would definitely qualify.
Probably.
Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna close the door real quick.
You close that door. Show it who's boss.
Okay. Sorry about that. Try and mitigate some of the background noise. But, you guys have anything else you're gonna say?
I don't really know what to say.
I lost my train of thought.
Okay. Well, with that, then we are going to have you guys put up camp for the night. Camouflage for if you want to make a camouflage camp. Soldiering for defensive, or just comfortable, then you don't have to roll anything.
Did you want me to camouflage it, or it's your choice?
I think that if we camouflage it, they probably have the technology to see right through it, so we might as well defend.
Okay, so soldiering.
I will and am.
Okay, so it looks a bit rickety. You're pretty sure it could stand up to something, but you're not entirely sure what something that would be.
Well, it's not my best work, but I don't exactly have the greatest materials at hand, so I'd rather have this than be out in the open.
Okay. So, 3 watches. Set them up however you would like. Nebula is around at the moment, and so is your poo brain dragon. The poo brain dragon, the big one.
I'll take first watch.
Okay. Are you guys doing single watch or double watch?
I'll take first.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Okay. So, for the most part, things are quiet. You do see the Tantabus again for the first time in a while. It does seem distracted, though. Any attempts to, interact with it get glances, but no actual reaction. And since it can't speak, then that doesn't help either. If you guys are going to do a thing together, then feel free. If not, then name your...
silence.
So, yes, 2 quietest characters in the campaign sitting together.
It is a nice silence.
Night.
Okay, you need to speak one at a time, because otherwise nobody can understand you. What did you say, Moon?
I said, but it is a nice silence.
It is a nice silence. I'd rather have there be nothing happening than something exciting happening in the middle of the night when we're supposed to be resting.
Not too many moments when we're not being chased by scarecrows or marauders or bandits or mutants or spell spawn or robots.
No, the more that you mention, the more I realize the wasteland is a very, very deadly place in moments like this. Don't happen very often. Almost feels like calm before the storm.
Which has jinx us.
Come again? I didn't understand that.
He asked why you had to jinx it.
I said you're gonna jinx it.
Okay, if you guys are done, then just pick your replacements for the watch. Remember, Pooh Brain cannot watch. And you have 2 more watches.
Any of the other players want to do a watch?
Me?
Alright, so I'll wake up Ash then.
Okay.
I was gonna go for Nebula, but
I believe Cameo wanted to do something with Nebula, so save
alright.
save Nebula to go with Cameo, and then one of the 2 that don't sleep very much can hold up
I'll
second.
do the second watch then.
Okay. So both of you need to roll your perceptions.
I'm able to see.
Yes, you are
We
both able
both
to
can
see.
see.
Again, not much is going on. The Tantibus is there, still as unresponsive as previously. But other than that, all seems quiet tonight.
It's almost unnerving how quiet it is.
Talk about that.
What do
I
you
would-
think tomorrow's gonna be like?
I'm unsure. Sometimes I try not to think about what might be. Perhaps right now it's a good idea to enjoy the silence while you can.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I don't know, I've never been in anything like this.
It's not pretty.
I guess here's hoping then, right?
Well, just depends on what the FBC wants to do.
And after all is said and done, try to see it on the other side.
We can hope for the best.
I can live with that.
If that is all you have to say, then wake up your...
I'll wake up Mope.
Okay. And for
Now I go for Nebula.
Okay. So I will go ahead. I'm just gonna roll here. Nebula is going to see all of the things, not just some of them, all of them.
I always knew she was capable.
So, for Moop, Nebula is sitting near the Tantibus, but seems almost as distracted as the Tantibus as she is staring out into the night. What do you...
I look around for a moment, and my Teddy's basically like just a few centimeters above the floor. It's like super close, but I'm not gonna cause a ruckus and drag it and start some shit because Dragon Tales does that for whatever fucking reason. As I also stare into the darkness for a moment. I just collapse. I don't cry or anything, but I do roll over to my back and look out into the stars. This isn't the calm before the storm. This is the eye. And the eye is getting smaller, smaller. Pulling out but never was.
Okay, that last sentence, your mic ate entirely. What'd you say?
There's no way out, and there never was.
Okay. Are you saying any of this out loud in character, or is this,
I'm saying it out loud.
So, Nebula, seemingly jerked from her trance-like state, staring off into the distance, stands up and trots over to you before sitting down next to you. She, there seems to be an air of sadness around her as she, puts a hoof on your shoulder and says, "Sometimes things aren't as easy as they appear." She seems very choosy with her words, and something just feels a bit off about how she's acting.
My eye twitches a bit, but I don't really seem to say much or do much. I continue to look at the stars, just thinking about the old constellations and how long it must take for the stars to get new ones. I don't pay much attention to that, and there's apparently a time limit for the constellations to stay looking the same. Things just... I'd say this part out loud. Things just keep changing. And although good can come of it, in your room, you gotta make a huge-ass fucking mess before you can make any progress. But in here, this feels like no progress at all. Just more and more shit that we gotta dig through.
Nebula...
Worst...
were you gonna say something?
No, but
Nebula looks up at the sky for several moments before saying, "Sometimes change doesn't come quickly. Sometimes you must pave the way for others to change." She's still being just as cryptic. That is, she's done talking, it's your turn.
I know. Luke is just laying there for a bit. Just breathing. Before getting up. I'm gonna start digging. Because I got a lot of stuff to do. I know I'm not gonna get these stuff back. But if someone else finds it,
Nebula,
I look for a specific in the book before I start digging.
okay. Nebula does offer to help with the digging.
Digging takes a lot of focus, even if it doesn't seem like it. It's best to have someone focused on the outside in case something happens. Scarecrows and dreadcrows are some next level bullshitters that love coming out of nowhere.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else to say? Nebula has no comment for that. Just looks sad.
I take out one of the shells from my collection and just give it to her before digging.
So she takes the shell and stares at it for several minutes before nodding. She seems like almost unable to say anything further. Is that all you have?
Yep.
Okay. So it is now morning. I am going to assume that you don't just leave the party sleeping and try and take off by yourself, so the party is awake.
Joke's on you, I never slept.
I didn't sleep well either.
Fun fact, I have way too much shit in my goddamn hoard. So digging a proper hole for that is gonna take fucking forever.
Well, you had magical help. They'd be like, cast dig. It was very effective.
There is hole in camp now.
There's always a hole in camp.
Yeah, but this hole's a lot bigger than normal.
I suppose.
So,
Anyway, we gotta move out.
Moop, would you like to explain hole to companions?
Alright.
Are you in there?
I'm not done yet.
What are you doing? We have to go.
I'm burying all my shit.
But I never see you
eyes
have anything. Where do you hide that stuff?
Do you think I understand dragon anatomy?
Well, you're a dragon.
Do you understand vampire anatomy? Count Ringo.
Touche. Do we have an
If you guys
ETA
want
on
to bury
completion?
What?
Do we have an ETA on completion?
Another hour. I have a lot of shit.
Do you?
Alright, well, how long if we help you?
Then like 15 minutes at most, if you help.
Can I help then?
Yeah, if you can fit.
I can try.
Do y'all fit? Out of character, do y'all legitimately fit?
I don't know.
How big's the hole?
Moop is... It's big enough to store Moop's shit. So...
Are we talking literal or figurative?
like, Moop can be standing up there. But, like... Understand that Moop is, like, the smallest character in the group. So that doesn't really say
I'm
much.
going
I
to
genuinely
say-
don't know if you're character.
I'm going to say, since Nebula helped you, that a full-grown pony can stand up in the hole.
One or
Alright.
two?
I was talking about height. Width is up to Moop.
Oh, it's a lot of shit, so width is a lot. I guess two can fit in. When y'all go in, it does not look like a mess. It looks neat as fuck organized.
Y'all can also roll strength to help improve size, depth, different chambers. Whatever you, depending on your success of your roll, you can add things to the, okay? Okay. Doc, are you going to also help dig a hole? Dig a hole?
I am a dwarf and
Sure.
Roll strength?
Well, yeah, why don't we all chip in? Add our own little touch on the place. As one last thing before we all depart.
Sure, but I expect you guys to put something inside if you're gonna do that.
Put something. I think. Wait, do I have anything?
Then I will put a scalpel.
So Doc has left a scalpel.
Do I still have the key? Or did I leave it back there?
You still have the key.
I'll put the key in here.
Okay.
Trying to think of what I could leave.
Fun fact. Right after Ashton puts down the key, you see me put down a scarecrow core and lantern piece next to it. Because I still fucking have that with me.
From a simpler time.
These all should have a
Fieldwing takes off her helmet for the first time ever and places it down. There. Now anybody that comes across this place will know that I was here.
I smile and then pull out a weirdly large sword and put it next to it.
Where were you hiding that? You know what? Never mind. I don't want to know.
Considering I don't even remember where that came from, that's probably a good answer.
Fieldwing also opens up her saddlebag and digs around for a second. I think I still have something in here at the bottom.
You don't remember where I got that?
I'm sure you'll probably remind me, but at the moment, no.
So after digging around for a few seconds, Shieldwing pulls out a really, really old, shriveled, dried mango. Like, I was saving this for a special time, but it's kind of past its date. Here's another memento, and I place it inside the helmet.
Yeah, at this point, that thing is no longer in any vaguely at all edible. Even
The
to the
mummified
vampire.
mango. Mummified mango. So
I'm
there
not
you
gonna
go.
say everything I have, because I have like a lot of fucking shit. But just know I leave a lot of fucking shit. And then at one point, I pull out a tablet.
Does the tablet still have a
That
quest
just-
line?
No, this is the tablet that Nafsa saw the message on, but I never saw the fucking message on. It's the tablet that had Dawn's message. So I just stop and stare at it.
What's that? Looks important.
It's... I can't tell you if it is or isn't. This apparently had a message from my brother on it.
Well, old sentiment, so it's important.
I wonder if you could record another message on this.
So, all you have to do is make an intelligence roll, and you can figure out how to use it. You can make the recording alongside the other recording, too. It's not that primitive, so... You don't even have to delete the other one. And if you fail, I will allow each party member one try at this intelligence roll. Because it's a very obvious thing to see if somebody fails. Congratulations, you have started said recording. Nobody else needs to make the roll.
To whichever dumbass sees this, because I doubt it will be me in the future. I don't know if you'll ever see me, or any of these dumbasses. Points the camera to everyone else, or Nebula. He gestures kindly towards Nebula. And in here we leave a few mementos. Well, I leave all my mementos but my spear. That's frankly the only thing I need from this. But this doesn't have to be your parts of the stories that we wanted to share with you. Parts of us. You may find some use in it. Don't eat the mango. That thing is not a mango anymore.
I would recommend it.
Just don't let me. But you can... Maybe you can use the other stuff. Maybe not. Maybe you could just sit and admire. Maybe one day hear the stories behind them. Find out their old... Way too many fucking shits, and I'm not going to even list them. I have way too many freaking shells in that other corner, and I lost counts. I know less than 100 though. So good luck with that. And good luck with your adventures and whatever the hell you have to do. I don't know who you are, or when you will find this, but you need all the luck you get. So, be to you. Has a couple of videos on this fucking plane's existence. Good luck. And that's the end of the video.
Are you going to have the party members say a word?
Yeah, may I say some?
Hands over the tablet. You can if you want. But that's all I gotta say.
Alright, I need to just say something. I don't know, just anything. I hit record. My name is Ashling. I may not know anything about myself. I may not know much about this world. I have not had much memory, ever. But all I ask is that if whoever sees this, just please, if anything, remember my name. I just need to leave some mark if I don't come back. Thank you.
Who do you offer it to next?
Whoever wants it.
Throw it at Doc.
Let's give him the dog.
Doc, any words of wisdom?
How do you... Which button do I hit? This one?
Moop, do you show him which button to hit?
Yep.
Hello, future wastelanders, or maybe future utopians. It depends on how successful I am in my ventures. Here is a site of a future museum that I will build to the greatness of my friends and allies who have assisted me in ridding the wastes of all the dangers within. How do I stop this thing? Do I hit the same button?
Yes.
Why is the camera changing? Boop, I need your help.
No, it's the one next to it. That
This
one right
one?
there.
Why
Yes,
does my
that
face look
one.
different now?
Ah,
You hand it off to Fair.
Yep.
The poo brains cannot record, so
Hang on 1 second. How technological is this? Very technological?
it's literally
Very little.
just think of an iPad. It is basically just that, but like chunky. It looks like it is made to last. You could probably kill somebody with it if you really tried, and it would be fine.
Shieldwing seems just a little bit uneasy, but is willing. Hello? Is this thing on? Is it recording? How do I tell if it's recording?
the little button should be blinking. The little icon should be blinking right there. It's recording. It's recording.
Okay, it's recording. Hello, future, maybe, I don't know. I'm Shieldwing. I am former Special Forces for the Lunar Royal Guard in service to Luna. It's been a very long time since those days, though. The people that I was once fighting those many centuries ago have apparently come back and are attempting to take over the world again. And this time it seems like they might succeed. So, leaving this here, and what I guess Doc said is going to be a museum. That'd be funny. Whoever finds this, maybe I'll come back and find it myself. Who knows, but I hope that in the end, that the new Equestrian monarchy isn't just wiped off the face of the earth again. Although, it wasn't really there anymore to begin with. I don't really have anything else to say. Nope. How do I turn this off now? Hit this button? No, that's the one. Here, Nebula, record something. Get this thing away from me.
So Nebula takes the tablet and after a couple of seconds of fumbling, hits the button and for a moment stares at the recording before saying, "To any who follow and find this, the future may be bleak, but you cannot stop striving for the hope. For if hope dies, so do we all." And with that, she stops the recording before placing it next to Shieldwing's helmet.
Oh, there. Should we say any final words before we leave?
I hope this place is structured or sound because some heavy ass motherfuckers might walk over this place. Alright, let's go.
Do we want to, cover the hole or something?
Nebula,
Oh, that's what the explosion is set for.
Nebula shoos everybody out and says, "I'll take care of that." And-
Fine.
As soon as you guys are all shooed out, there's a bright glow from the hole before she steps out, and a mound of stones is erected over the top of the hole. It looks depressingly similar to a cairn.
Almost fitting.
Nebula has no replies. So, if nobody else has anything else to say, you will continue your travel to the night. And this is nobody, nothing else to say? We good?
Nothing.
Okay.
Not mine.
Okay. So, Cameo? Just making sure?
Yeah, we can go now.
Okay. So as you guys continue your travel, you come in sight of the imposing cliff sides that makes up where Fair's people lived. But it's not long before the sun sets and night is set upon you, which, despite the fact that the area around you guys is eerily quiet and dead seeming, it is not necessarily a good idea to continue traveling at night, especially since you will be having to trek down cliffs.
Yeah, usually we just fly and,
Yeah, but you have several party members that aren't necessarily flyers, so...
I was relating to the party. Yeah, cliffs. They're kind of deadly, or people kind of bats. We fly, so we go into the caves on the cliffs by flying, which means that the trek down is going to be very treacherous for those that can't. Capiche? Now with that, let's set up camp.
You going for defensible, camouflage, comfortable?
Take a vote.
Comfortable. The mojito.
Comfortable? One for comfortable. Any others?
Honestly, don't mind either way.
Very well then. Free balling it is.
So no rolls. Who is first watch?
That's
I'll
what
do
we
first
watched last time.
With my mojito.
I'm pretty sure 3 different people all said something at the same time. Cameo,
Every time.
what did you say?
I said I'll go.
Okay. Doc, what did you say?
I said I'll go with my mojito.
I'm pretty sure Fair was complaining about having to be watched first time last time. So,
It's just in character stuff,
well, when 3 different people say something at the exact same time, it's hard to tell which one of you is saying what.
That's true. It's very true.
So,
We're all
for
saying all the things all the time.
for my 2 watchers, I need you to go ahead and roll perception. Makes fun. So, Doc, you're busy with your mojito.
Did you even get that?
For Moop, you hear a whisper from Nebula that says, she says, "I'm sorry," before you guys roll a will save now at a -2. Both of you.
Someone who said what?
Doc, you're pretty sure that was just the alcohol. Moop needs to roll a will save at a -2.
I think I made this a little bit too strong.
Okay. Worked out better for you guys than I was expecting. But, you are knocked prone, Moop. It feels like basically somebody tried to shush you to sleep, but straight to your brain. What do? The position you fell in, Nebula, is visible and no longer facing the party in general.
What the heck is going on? Nebula? Nebula, what are you doing?
She looks over her shoulder, her eyes glowing gold once again. Her face, like, contorted in sorrow before her horn flashes and she vanishes, along with the Tantabus.
Nebula? Nebula! I, get up and, race towards to where she just was. Nebula! Nebula, where are you?
The wastelands echo your cries back in a quiet but almost mocking sense.
I fly up to try to get a better view. Nebula! What did you just do? Where are you?
Go ahead, roll perception. So,
Damn it!
well, as far as the eye can see, you see absolutely nothing.
What? Where did she go?
Doc, do me a favor, roll a quick perception at a +2. Despite your inebriation from the mojito, I am not sure where you got it from. Oh good, you didn't even need
I'm
it.
very concerned about the mojito.
But, as Moop is busily, flapping about trying to figure out where the wayward Kieran has gone, you do note in your bag specifically, there is a note that is just barely sticking out. You know it's not yours, and it's not one of the ravens. What do?
Wait a second. This handwriting's far too neat to be mine. I inspect the note.
So, the note is a letter from Nebula. Nebula says that she can't say why she left because it's not her place, but she can tell you that the time that she spent with the group was, despite, the terrifying bits and the bits where she was pretty sure somebody was going to shoot her, she enjoyed spending time with the group. She does leave a thing for each party member. For Moop, it's be brave. For Doc, don't stab anybody else, please. For Shieldwing, she says for Shieldwing to stand strong. For
Wait a second. Did Nebula have something for Shieldwing?
no, that she wrote basically a personal note for each character.
Yes.
I wonder what mine was.
For Ash, she said that many things will be made sense of soon. And those are my only currently non-poo brain ones. But for Cosmo's character, it was just you've been deceived, and for Muddy's character, it was your family yet lives. But other than that, she wishes the party well, because her journey must take her elsewhere. And this part of the letter you note is speckled with water droplets, as if she had been crying over it.
I guess either we'll see her or we don't. That happens sometimes.
So, I am going to go ahead, we'll jump this forward a bit, and skip the rest of the watches, unless somebody specifically has something they want to do character-wise. Now is your chance to say it, or forever hold your peace.
Peace beholden.
Question.
I-
Would I be able to talk about what happened between Mati and I, or would that be a big no?
That's a no, because that character
Okay.
is Pooh Rain.
Okay.
There will be more reveals soon, but what were you saying, Cameo?
I want to wake up Shield Wing for a moment, or at least poke him really fucking hard.
Hey,
You need to do the echolocation thingy. Like Nebula's gone.
Nebula's gone? What do you mean Nebula's gone?
Nebula's gone! And so is the Tantamus. They're both just gone. I can't see them anywhere. I'm not sure exactly what I saw. I think I heard her say I'm sorry, and she's just gone. I don't know where she is.
Right, I'll look. What's going on?
So you can go ahead and roll perception for your echolocation. So, for as far as you can tell with your echolocation, there is nothing out there that you cannot already see.
Sorry, I can't.
You can interrogate further to see if you can get more information on the how they were gone.
I don't hear anything out there. How did you say she left? Which way did she go?
I don't know. She was facing away from everybody, and I think there was a flash of light. I'm not sure. I was very dizzy, and I kind of like collapsed for a second, and then I turned and saw her. Yeah, I don't know. She's just gone.
So for Fair, your character, what you were
I
able to
know a
piece together,
teleportation when I hear one.
yeah, and what the apology was for was, far as you can tell from what you've been conveyed, was probably some sort of sleep spell. One that didn't work, but
I hate to say it, but she's probably long gone from here. She probably tried to put you and Doc to sleep and then teleported away.
She tried putting an insomniac, and then a person who is way too fucking anxious to sleep. Of course it didn't work.
Obviously, the spell didn't work.
But why?
Well, did she leave a note or something?
I didn't see anything. Maybe Doc did? Where the hell even is Doc?
Hey, Doc, where are you at?
Doc raises his mojito glass.
Where the hell did you get a mojito?
What?
Well, I had to improvise, so out of everything I needed for a mojito, I had to use rum and then substitute the syrup for more rum, and then substitute the lime with rum.
Hang on, let me try this mojito.
Wait a minute, isn't that just rum?
That sounds just like rum, Doc.
It's just straight rum.
At least he got around to being honest about it.
Okay, I don't want to know where you got the rum. Did you see what happened to Nebula?
Oh yeah, she left
Did she
a note.
leave a note? There we go. She left a note. What did the note say?
I think she had a thing for you.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, she did say she wants her steel ring to be strong. So,
Did she say anything about anybody else or where she's going or?
she didn't say where she was going. Or when she'll be back. She is sorry for suddenly leaving. So I guess there's that.
Did you forget the part that Moot?
What part?
The part for Moop?
Oh yeah, but there's something in here for you too. I'm like 3 of these deep though, so I can't really see the letters too well anymore.
And now you're making me wonder where you got the rum, and I'm very scared to ask. You said there was a section from Moop. Here,
Yep.
hand letter. You can't read.
I take the letter.
Yeah, like I said before, your section is just, it says to be brave.
I look at it and I begin to cry, and then I crumple up and throw it on the floor like, alright!
Move. Have a mojito.
Mojito.
No!
It's just rum, Doc. So I think I will take you up on that.
I'm just tired of this shit. Everyone keeps leaving.
Well, she probably had a really good reason to leave.
Maybe she didn't. We don't know. We can't know now.
It's probably different.
Holy shit, did I wake you up? Sorry about that one.
I mean, I would rule that yes, you did wake up basically the entire party with that last outburst.
Yeah.
So, you guys have more to say?
If nothing else, Moop, at least be consoled that she did leave a note. Maybe you'll see her again.
If we even survive this.
Hey, look me in the eye.
No.
We will do our best to survive it, okay?
Also, can you really fight a ghost?
So as you guys are like talking about this, a familiar voice from behind says, Well, I hope you survive it. Yours has been the most interesting story I've had to tell so far. The storyteller is sitting behind you guys, casually sipping tea, as she does.
Oh, great. This girl again.
Oh, hey, it's Lady Unlucky.
The storyteller looks around at you guys and says, well, this time I have a story for you.
I like
Alright.
stories. Hey, Doc, pour me a mojito.
Perhaps
I got
you
you.
remember, and she points to Doc and Moop, the story of the silver-tongued snake that you've heard me speak of a few times.
Unfortunately.
Well, that silver-tongued snake one day decided being a snake was too easy. Everybody fell to his lies. Nobody questioned what he had to say. He wanted more. And so he devised a plan to bring down the eagle ruling over the nation that he was helping run. But even then, that wasn't enough for him. And then something dark whispered to him, something from the nightmares of all creatures. And the snake listened. The thing told him of secrets long forgotten by worlds older than our own. And eventually, it changed him. The snake was no longer a snake. In fact, nothing could recognize him for what he once was. I may be a simple storyteller, but even I can recognize something isn't right here. And I warn you, there is no going back from this point. You take that last step, and who knows what'll happen.
We're saying the upcoming threat is the landmines.
The storyteller looks at you for a moment before face hoofing and saying, "This is the last time I tell a story to a drunk."
Hold
He
on,
did
hold
say
on.
he said quite a bit.
These are pretty good mojitos. You want one?
She
Don't
shakes her
believe me.
head.
It's not a mojito.
Do the other party members have anything to say?
Do you have any stories to tell for me?
She shakes her head and says, "I don't generally tell somebody's story when they're still here. I tell other stories to people who don't know them."
Will you tell my story?
Perhaps once. Maybe more. Depends. You guys left me some place that whenever others find it, I have the ability to tell them your story. Plus, there are other places that you don't even know. In fact, I've already told your story, at least those two's, twice.
Who's twos?
She indicated Moop and Doc. Okay, Hurricane, we don't need it. Thank you. It is quiet now. But,
Hi.
hello. The storyteller then stands up and says, "Well, I hope that I eventually do see at least most of you again. Maybe next time be sober? And she points a hoof at Doc before walking out of the circle of firelight and vanishing into the night.
Well, it was nice seeing you again. I think.
It's never nice seeing her. Bad things always happen.
She doesn't see the future.
She tells the past.
And the
Which
past
happens
keeps coming back.
Which happens to always give insight to whatever nature we're about to face. I still think it's landmines.
I don't think there's any landmines.
I think there are metaphorical landmines, but not literal ones.
How do you defuse a metaphorical landmine?
Was metaphorical land
We're going to be
cleavers?
facing something that's
I don't know what to
obviously
expect.
way above our heads. We're probably going to die.
I did
That's
that once.
rather pessimistic.
It's been a long time since I've been home.
So, for the sake of timing, Cosmo,
Yeah?
we don't need the avalanche over your mic, please.
Oh, sorry, Is this better?
Yes, it doesn't sound like you are trying to run an entire office building of paperwork over the top of your mic. But for the sake of brevity, to move this forward a bit more, you guys are. It is now morning, and you guys can now just begin the descent down the cliff. So
Here we go.
Fair, I am going to say that you have basically an intrinsic knowledge of a small path. I'm not going to require any rolls because having people anticlimactically fall off the cliff to their death is just not going to cut it. But as you guys come down to the bottom of the cliffs, something that you didn't see from the cliffs is basically a massive castle built into the side of the cliffs in such a way that if you weren't standing directly below it, you never would have seen it. I say castle loosely because of how into the cliff it is built, but you can tell something lives here. And with the fact that next to nobody comes this direction, to Doc's knowledge or Cosmo's knowledge, or those are my only two wastelanders right now. But to y'all's two knowledge, next to nobody comes over here, and nobody sails anymore. So yeah.
Just as beautiful as the day I left.
Go ahead and roll a perception for me, everybody. Doc, you're doing good there.
Didn't.
So for Ash, you are getting heavy static interference, error messages, and for once, you're fully conscious of everything that is happening during this. It's not just programming switches over to take control. Your programming is actively struggling right now.
If anyone can hear me, they'll hear me whisper "What the fuck" under my breath.
So from here on out, and the further in you get a higher minus, starting at a -1 and going up 1 each time I let you know.
Roll perception to hear that.
You specifically to hear what was whispered?
Yes, specifically.
Okay, go ahead and roll. So, you do hear it. You also happen to glance that way, and something seems a bit odd about her eyes, but not quite enough for you to, like, put a hoof on what exactly it is that seems off. Also,
Yo, Ash, you okay?
I don't think I'm okay.
What's the matter?
I don't know if I can say.
What do you mean? Are you unsure?
Look me in the eyes.
Okay.
Do you see anything in them?
Maybe?
Famous?
so there seems to be, like, the occasional flash of something kind of statically appearing. It almost looks like she is rapidly getting and losing cataracts to you, Fair.
I don't know, that's weird. Kind of looks like your eyes keep going fuzzy.
Yeah, you tell me alright.
Are you good to keep going, or
I think I have to.
right?
Hey, if anything happens, try to knock me out first, is all I ask.
I assume that I'll understand what you mean when the time comes.
If it happens.
What do you mean by it?
I'm seeing things you aren't. And I don't know if I can say what I'm seeing.
That's not cryptic. Well, try to keep close, I guess.
So, also, can everybody else hear the screaming children?
Yes.
Give me a
Yeah.
minute to go close my window, see if that helps.
I thought it was a mood thing for a second.
There is no music. Welcome back.
I feel like that didn't help at all.
Nah.
Oh well.
Still hear him screaming in the background. It's really quiet though.
As long as it's not overpowering anything.
No, it's barely noticeable.
Okay, I started Abyss playing, but it's just
There's
kind of
playing.
No, there is something playing. You just have to listen really fucking hard.
Is it that weird ambiance?
Yes. I was looking for something a little spooky, but like not basically no sound.
And it works because you could definitely hear something.
Let me get a good song to set the tone before we keep going.
It's almost like that distant humming, like when you're in the basement of a really big building. There's just this distant drum. drone of machinery.
This one should work out. As long as it doesn't suddenly switch tone. One of the downsides to free music. It just suddenly decides, yeah, no, it's a completely different genre now. But, anyways.
Shieldring is keeping an eye on Ashley.
Okay. So, as you guys approach the castle, there is a ground level gate. It does have stairs leading down to accommodate for high and low tide, although it looks like tide may have gone up higher than it did previously when this was first built. Because there is signs of sea life that has been living about halfway up the gate. A general sense of unease just kind of pervades the area, though. And as you guys approach, the gate just kind of slowly begins to groan open. And a thick, musty smell just kind of, like, hits you guys like a wave.
Yay. The smell of thousands of 1,000 years.
As you guys look into the darkness, your eyes start to adjust. First thing you see is at least a dozen statues of bat ponies with panicked looks on their faces immediately at the door. They're not blocking your way in any way, shape, or form, but it looks like they were attempting to leave.
Those are... don't remember those being there.
Your people have some weird artistic tastes.
I don't think that's art.
I agree. I don't think this is art at all.
I mean, art is subjective, isn't it?
No, I
Did they
think
stare at a cockatoo or something?
these are my kin.
Yeah, probably bet them to be making jokes, sorry.
So, fair roll 3d6. Okay. So, is somebody sharpening a pencil?
So
No.
someone's in a car.
So as you approach the statues, something from like your vampiric side, you can occasionally hear or almost feel something from the statues. And you've been surrounded by it for so long at such a steady rate, it takes you a moment to realize there's heartbeats coming from the statues. They're abysmally few and far between, but whatever happened to them, they appear to, at least in some way, shape, or form, still be alive. If you could call it life.
Holy shit. You guys aren't going to believe me. But I think they're still alive.
You
That's
promised to do anything about
that's
that?
horrifying.
I don't know if there's anything we can do.
You can attempt to roll Arcana.
This is beyond the realm of my medical understanding.
Or thaumatology, I think is what it is for GURPS, not Arcana.
I'll roll thaumatology.
If you have
Not something I
thaumatology,
have.
I believe you do, Fair. Didn't we give you like a base level?
That
Nope.
wasn't me.
No? Okay, so as far as you guys are aware, there is nothing you can do. Especially since none of you are magic users.
What if we try some good old wishful thinking? Nope, nothing. Didn't work.
Nebula sure did pick a fine time to leave us.
So, what do?
If I can find a way to free you, I will. And continue walking.
So, does everybody follow Shieldwing?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So as you guys begin to move deeper, you see more and more statues. Some of them look like they were locked in combat with a now non-existent combatant. Others in states of fleeing. And still others just kind of standing there with looks of just abject horror on their face.
Happened here. I'd hate to see. Don't touch them, please. Let them rest.
From what you can tell of the number, even if you had Nebula, you're not entirely certain that even with her unreliable at best magic, she would be necessarily able to free any of them, if not to mention all of them. As you're making your way through the halls, a particular name kind of sticks out to you when you're thinking about this kind of problem fair, and you kind of finally put a name to the face, and you realize that a possible non-alicorn solution to freeing these individuals is possibly what is now known as the Guardian of Canterlot, or Gaster.
Yes.
You do remember that vaguely part of the reason you were guarding him is he is one of the most powerful unicorns, right up there with the likes of Star Swirl, Twilight before she became an alicorn, or even some of the lesser knowns like Mistmane or Clover the Clever, and the one before that, Mage Meadowbrook? No, that's the potion one, isn't it? I don't remember.
Yeah. Yes.
There's the
Mage
one
Meadowbrook.
that the one that fought Grogar. I can English.
Which one? Star Squirrel?
Grogar was before Star Swirl. There was a
Gusty the Great?
yes, that one. So there were many questions on what kind of par they were all on, but they were like a cut above all other unicorns. So it's possible that he may have a solution if you can bring him back to his senses. Because it was fairly obvious, even for your amnesiac state, that he was not what he once was.
It all makes sense now.
You're still not entirely certain, like, why somebody so powerful needed you guarding them, or why you were not guarding them and in the Zebralands. But it is more information than you had before.
It's not, all of it isn't making sense, but it makes a lot more sense than it did.
Yes.
Gaster.
Also, at this point, Aisling is -2. The static and everything is getting thicker. For the rest of the party, there is except for Fair, actually. For the rest of the party, though, there is an oppressive kind of unease and, like, wrongness about the place now.
Yeah, I cling on to the nearest one. I can't see very well. My eyes
need
are
some help?
clouded and I can't see.
Dark, can you take a look at her?
Yeah, sure.
So as you guys are stopping, I need So, Cosmo, I apologize for this now, but go ahead and roll a dodge. You weren't.
All right.
You weren't here, but some of you aren't going to survive.
I figured as much. I believe it was.
Your dodge is at 12?
I believe so.
Hold on, I have your character sheet. Let me verify this because that seems obscene for a dodge.
It is pretty high. Even if I was wearing nothing, highest for me would be 9.
Let's see.
Dodge is very terrible in groups.
Here we go. Cosmo.
Even if it were 9, 9 would pass. 8 passes up.
No, not right now. Out. I need that.
But that's like 0 weight.
Even if you have 1, it still passes.
Yeah.
See, this is... Yes, this is Cosmo's character. Hey, Cosmo, what's in your inventory? Oh, here.
The axe guitar thing.
Matches,
some ration.
rope, first aid kit, whetstone, portable toolkit.
Yeah.
Moon. I asking a bit of opinion. That sounds like a bit more than just lightweight. A
Well, toolkit?
toolkit,
Sorry,
axe, a 20-yard length of rope, sleeping for travel rations, first aid kit, whetstone, and box of matches is everything on their person.
How much do you
That
think
should
that
be
would
lower.
I mean,
That should be lower than, not 12 then. Sorry, not at my computer right
Your
now.
base dodge is a 9.
Yeah, so I would barely pass.
That's
Weight is 102 pounds maximum.
I don't. I am looking at this, trying to.
like a base strength of 10, 0 or no encumbrance is all the way up to 20 pounds.
Okay.
Are you leaving? Yes.
So because of your strength, you actually do still pass.
Sorry, I was in my computer at the moment.
So, for the rest of the party and for Cosmo, a previously unseen, thick, oily black tentacle lashes out in a very stabby type fashion, and Cosmo is just barely like. Cosmo basically sniffs this thing as it goes past.
It really wanted to hit him and just barely missed.
Holy
For Aisling, I need you to make a health check.
Oh gosh. Does the -2 count into that?
Yes.
Ah, gosh. Pass.
Okay, so you're able to keep it together for now, but you do feel like a surge of whatever is causing this problem with you as the tentacle moves past. it does retreat back into the ground from where it becomes more obvious where it came from. You also hear a loud boom from further back from where you came, which you can only assume is the doors being slammed closed.
So,
And given the size of the door, and you don't know if anything is trying to hold it closed, good luck getting it open again.
it took at least 10 ponies on each side.
So, for Shield Wing,
Anybody else see that tentacle? Or was it just my imagination?
I definitely smelt it.
It was very tentacled.
Another thing to worry about here. This place is far from the home that I left.
for Doc, that what you just saw doesn't really fit the description of anything you've seen in the Wastelands before, as well as for Cosmo.
Okay.
You don't have to say anything, I'm just saying. But just for your information, this is all new territory for you.
Guys, I don't know how to help out here, but I've never smelled or heard or seen anything like this before.
But that's... Does the anybody else in the party have anything to say, or we gonna start moving forward again?
Doc, whatever's clouding my eyes is trying to do something, I think.
Oh yeah, I checked out Ashling's eyes earlier. What's the results of that?
It is... So, as of right now, as far as I can remember, you still are under the impression that she is entirely biological. So, what you're seeing happening doesn't make sense for any kind of organism that you know of. Like, cataracts don't appear and disappear like that. Go ahead and roll a perception at a -4.
No.
Okay. So you do see something else, but you're not able to quite catch what exactly it was, because it appears and fades far too quickly.
Question. Would you all be able to hold me down while I try and say what I think it might be?
Sure.
I don't know how it will interact.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
I guess we could hold you down. It's weird to ask, but
Okay, let me know when they're holding me down.
Okay. So party is holding you in place, and go ahead. Everybody, go ahead. Roll strength. Cosmo, don't even bother. Your strength is ridiculous. I just checked that. I don't know what I was thinking when I gave that to you. We will fix that with your next character.
what is it? Just wondering.
I will talk about that in the post-game chat. See. So, just waiting for moops. Okay. So go ahead.
The word error keeps popping in my eyes. And it's a bunch of static.
Go ahead and roll a health check for Aisling.
Are you one of those cyber ponies? Oh, fuck.
Now roll a will save.
Oh gosh. Rolling luck. Rolling luck. Rolling luck. Rolling luck. I'm using my luck.
I heard you the first 4 times.
Sorry, nervous. So it's reroll 3, right? I think.
You, to what I understand, what I read of it, and Moon can correct me if I'm wrong, you re-roll 3d6 3 times, and you take the highest, like, the best one.
Okay, I pass.
Okay? But you are able to, like, quell the surge of your programming enough to keep a hold of yourself and not try to beat the tar out of your party.
That's good.
So,
Holy.
Oh, and Muddy already knew.
for fair, as you are you don't really know why, but you're feeling like this need to get to the throne room. Something there, you know there's something important to you, but you can't put a hoof on exactly what it is that it's so important.
Alright, well, if that's all taken care of, I'm headed to the throne room. I feel like I need to go there. So I need to see.
So, is everybody...
I slowly back away from Ashley. You're one of those things.
I didn't choose this. I don't. This is just becoming aware to me now.
I'm trying not to think about what you are.
I don't think anyone has a choice in this. But I keep some distance between me and Ashley.
Please, I didn't ask for this.
So, for, oh dear. Oh, there it goes. For, the party, is everybody following Shieldwing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys continue, you do note that at regular intervals throughout the hall that you are currently running down, there are large, broken now, crystals hanging from the ceiling. As you continue, though, you do see one up ahead that isn't broken. It doesn't seem to be doing anything at the moment, but it is not shattered like the rest of them have been. And further ahead is another pair of massive double doors, not as big as the outer gate, but they are still pretty big. It'll take all of you to open them.
It's a big fancy door.
What do?
Do I remember anything about the crystals?
You remember that they were installed during the war, but you don't remember their purpose or if they even had one. To you, they are fancy decorations, as far as you are concerned. Something in that throne room is far more pressing to you, however. You've gotten from, like, the, stoic, unfazed to a damn near panic because something important, something very special to you is in that room, and you need to make sure it's there, whatever it is.
Those doors. The throne room is beyond those doors. We need to hurry. Shipment runs off towards the doors.
Okay. Does everybody follow?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cosmo and Ash?
Yes, I follow.
Or not Cosmo,
Yes.
Cameo. You both start with a C and sound very similar. Cameo, you going as well?
I watched for a moment, but then realized, oh fuck, these people are too fast and raced to catch up.
So, Cameo, we're going to tell this from your point of view. Once, Ash, you get under the crystal. Roll a health check at a -4. What is your health?
14.
Okay, so that -4, rather than what was originally going to happen, is now added to all of your checks. But for Cameo, you do note that what is now more obviously artificial skin starts to smoke and peel back as the frame of the deer begins to heat up. It's obvious that whatever that crystal was put there for, it is now currently actively deterring most types of technology.
If I don't know if I'm supposed to be here.
Fieldwing isn't paying attention.
So
I don't feel well.
I look at the crystal and then notice the other ones, how most of them are broken except that one.
This is also
This
the
is not
one
going to end well.
directly in front of the door. So, you guys are going to need to work together to open said door.
Okay.
Cosmo's just going to act like a baseline, unless he his character words. Unless Cosmo crit fails. That's what I'm looking for. I kept wanting to say nat 1, but it's not how that works. But unless Cosmo crit fails, you have an automatic success. Don't add your number to it. We will discuss that afterwards. Say, good job, Doc. Good job, Ash. Or wait, no, Ash, that's your health check. Are you going to help with the door?
There's a... I
That's
don't know
not
if I can continue forward. I don't feel
I did
well.
wrong.
For the... Just do the one... The exclamation 3d6. We're just checking to see if you crit fail. Which you do not.
That was close.
Ash,
But,
Ash, I don't think you should stay.
How do I leave? Where can you put me? I don't know what to do.
Just don't stand under this crystal for long. It's
Okay.
clearly fucking up your system.
I'm gonna go outside. Is that okay with you all?
Me too.
Whatever it needs to do, just make sure you're taken care of.
Thank you.
Okay, give me just a sec. So you said you were trying to head back outside?
Yes. Is there a way for me to find a spot to lock myself in or something?
Hold on just a second. I am rolling some dice. Okay. Go ahead, and as you are running away, you can take a 2 off from that penalty, but you do also need to roll a dodge now. Remember, something has been watching you since you entered.
Wait. Is this a...
Dodge.
Do I still have the -2 applied to the dodge?
You still have the minus that was previous. You just take off 2 of what I added on top of that. Your systems are in essence failing right now. So I believe total would be -4 now. You walked into a stronghold that was relatively untouched, all things considered, of the Magic Empire.
Okay, so -4 from my dodge, then.
Yes. Regardless of how low it gets, you can still crit success. I believe that would require, like, triple ones. Yes,
Please
so
don't kill me.
as you guys are watching, she gets out of the area of effect of the crystal and speared by one of the tentacles, which gives... Okay. So this actually ignores the armor... shit, whatever the words I'm looking for is, but a total of... My brain is not numbering right now. 25 damage.
Damn. That's some high damage numbers.
So, in essence, one of these big black tentacles shoots out of the ground and damn near splits her in half.
Yeah.
I'm not dead yet.
As far as I can tell, you're not going anywhere either. But, I don't remember what your actual HP is, so you're kind of just stuck there now. As for the rest of the party, you are able to open the door. Hey, Cosmo. Guess what?
Yeah.
You're the tallest. Roll
So?
dodge again.
Shit.
This time at a -2, because surprise!
Ah, motherfucker.
-2.
Some fries, motherfucker.
Yeah, you're like close to 7 feet to their like maybe 4.
That's fair.
No, I am not 7 feet tall. I am 6'1".
That's basically
Close, but
like
not
7
quite.
feet.
That's still 11 inches away.
Yeah, so
That's still
somehow
super
you
tall.
almost passed that, but it appears that the previous residents had set up a trap that, Cosmo, you were unfortunate enough to trigger, as a oversized pendulum-like blade comes swinging through the door. Not quite cutting, not quite bisecting, but pretty close to it. As, you know, that is the point where Cosmo drops dead. And, as that happens, Fair, roll a quick perception while I get what I need ready.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Fair, in the throne room, on the throne, you see your dad. You know what the reason why you needed to be here. He is currently a statue, but the thing behind the throne that is now coming out from behind it is what really got your attention, as a voice kind of echoes out.
I see you finally arrived. It took you long enough. I had to deal with the cultists and the machine.
Who are you? What did you do here?
If you would allow me to answer the first question. You have heard of me. I am the Yellow King. And this realm is mine.
As he's speaking, both... So, Muddy is poo brain, so she can't notice anything, but for Doc and Moop, your feet suddenly are very, like, in pain as you are rooted to the spot. Looking down, you notice that your feet have started to turn to stone. And it is slowly and painfully creeping up your legs.
No, 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 no.
I have been watching you for a very long time now. And I have a bit of a proposal. Specifically for you.
And with that, he indicates you, Fair.
Me? Why me?
Your expertise. Despite your lack of memories and my failed attempts to kill you off, you still have use for me. My ancient enemy, how strange it feels to say that, has returned from the stars. Where I wouldn't mind just leaving to him to his own devices to have him float off into space again in his mad search for whatever it is he is searching for. He plans to scourge the planet because he's convinced that I'm still here, which I guess he isn't wrong.
Clearly.
For Doc and Moop, because at this point, Fair's already long realized it. This is Silvertongue, or what's left of him. You know, the Silver-tongued snake, the one who's behind all of the worst parts of the Equestrian monarchy before the war. The one who orchestrated Project Lame Duck. The ones who orchestrated all of the monstrosities that now wander the wasteland. The one that caused the deaths of all but a pair of the main six, or the deaths, disappearances, or imprisonment of all but like a handful of the main six and other heroes. This is the villain of the Equestrian monarchy. And now that you are starting to get a better look at him, the tentacles were his too. He's draped in raggedy yellow robes. His head is hidden by a hood, and out from under it come a number of like long, greasy black tentacles that were the exact ones that attempted to finish off Tavi first, and then finished off Ash. Because at this point, there's no way of getting away from something that is already standing right there. At this point, the stone has progressed all the way up to your waistlines, or wherever a wasteland would be on a horse. It's easier to visualize for Cameo because Cameo is humanoid shaped. But now would be the time to yell and scream things that you are going to yell and scream, because you are standing in front of one of the architects of the wasteland, for lack of a better description.
We're the bastard who made all of this happen. I shouldn't even be surprised. I knew we were going to be coming. I knew we were going to meet you. I didn't expect to go down like this.
Well, I don't know what you expected for what was essentially an unprepared group of wastelanders. Yes, you had more information than others, but you didn't necessarily have the information you needed to prepare to face it. However, like I said, I have a proposal for Shieldwing. You've been a thorn in my side for so long.
I used to look up to you.
Oh, many did. Don't worry, you weren't the only one fooled. In the end, I feel like the only one that ever caught on was that damned skeleton. But he was so busy, wrapped up in his search for his friends, that he didn't bother telling anyone. Honestly, that was the greatest stroke of luck that could have happened to me. Honestly, I would have thanked Steelbrand for it if it weren't for the fact that, he's been convinced that wiping the planet of life will kill me as well.
You've survived this long.
If even half of what I have heard he thinks he has is true, then I don't know if I want to find out what he has in store. So, for you, in return for, well, at least these three's safe return, I will go ahead and let you lead a rebellion. Do not forget that it is at my behest.
What about the others? My father, my kin.
Your people. I perhaps could be convinced to free a few of them. I would not just let you have an army. But I could at least be convinced your family, your lovers, well, whoever. But you must bring down the war machine that is the FPC. I no longer command armies of monsters and ponies, so I can't do it. However, you have military experience, guerrilla warfare, and sabotage. Who better to lead a rebellion? And in case you are wondering about the machine in the hall, I cannot let it go. They have found ways to bring the mighty god engines to heal. I would rather not send you out with a possible assassin, because it does not benefit me if you die.
And what if I don't agree?
Well, I lose nothing. Honestly, I will find another to replace you. However, it is much more annoying. These wastelanders are very useless when it comes to military tactics. And
We've gotten along
besides,
fine enough.
they've gotten enough along with various bands of raving lunatics running about. Do you really think that a mismatched band of... and he... hold on.
And he gestures to Doc and for like punctuation.
Of mismatched bands of him would be able to bring down a well-oiled war machine, an engine of destruction that brought low the very empire you once served?
All right. Say I do help you. You have to release my family and let my friends go. Leave them alone.
Oh no, they're collateral. If you turn against me before your end of the bargain is finished, then I destroy all of the statues that are now your kin and soon to be your friends. I learned the hard way that you can't take a deal lightly. A certain someone came by recently in an attempt to collect. He bit off more than he could chew and fled. I will not make his mistakes. What you
Fine, you
do...
leave me no choice.
I will say that what you do once they are free and once our bargain is finished is up to you. For all I care, you can take the FPC's machines and leave this world. I doubt that you have the ability or the power to end my reign. I already had one fool claiming he would be the new king show up to try and do so. He showed up alone. The fool. Now.
And with this, he extends a tentacle that you could imagine was once a hoof.
Let us seal the deal.
Shilby looks over to her friends, which are being turned to stone. Says that she's sorry, but the FPC has to be stopped.
This is chance for character last words.
I'd rather be shattered.
I want to try and shoot him.
You can attempt to. You're going to roll at a -2 because you can't actually move or anything. But I will say that your equipment is not quite frozen yet.
Nope.
You just miss the imposing figure of what was once Silver Tongue. And he grins. You can feel it. Like, you don't actually see it, but you can feel the amusement radiating off of him as he's as
Yes? Nameless? Hello? I can hear you now. Technical difficulties.
Okay, can I be heard? You good?
Yes.
I don't even remember what one I was.
So Doc missed the shot. The dude
Yes.
was Silver Tongue was grinning.
You don't think someone hasn't tried that before?
I bet that someone was in the God of War or the Horseman of War.
How amusing.
So, anybody have character or last words? I am going to take the general silence as a no.
Silverwing, don't forget the rum in my bag.
What was that, Moon?
Don't forget the rum in my bag.
No. I don't even know if Shieldwing could get drunk.
Don't worry, Moop. Shieldwing's got this.
I have no hope for this.
If
I'm
I
just
can
done.
save you, I will.
And keep that thing going around? Yeah, sure. I totally believe you.
I'm sorry, Boop. But if this is the only way to stop the FPC, then I have to at least try.
So, anything else anybody want to say? We'll get to you in a moment, Ash. I'll take that as a no. So, for Shieldwing, do you now take this opportunity to leave?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you are leaving, they finish calcifying. In the hallway, held down by multiple tentacles, is the remains of Ash, which Silvertongue does assure you that you can also take that with you once your task is done. Although he's not sure why you would want the machine, because he sees nothing more than a machine. But I will say that there is enough Ash left right now to say the last words as Shieldwing goes past, and Shieldwing can say vice versa. So, do you say anything to Ash? Ash, you were able to hear all of what transpired in the room, since you really weren't that far away.
Wish it didn't have to be like this, Ash.
Yes.
I almost agree with him about the machine part, but that's long time of military ingrainment. I want to believe there's something good in you. And if I can, I'll come back for you. And the others.
Fought my hardest against my curse, and yet I'm still paying for it.
I don't blame you.
If you can, destroy the entire FPC. Fuck them.
That's my goal.
And if you can, preserve anything left of me if you can. Whether it be my life, or just parts of me. Anything.
For now, this is goodbye.
Don't wanna go.
Okay. So, you make your way back through, the doors are open for you, and you get to the top of the cliff. And you see what appears to be a large FPC device in the distance. For a moment, it just hovers there before a massive, hologram appears over it as the form of Steelbrand takes shape.
Silvertongue! I know you were still out there, and I am coming for you! I will scourge this entire planet, raise everything to the ground to kill you. You deceived me and everybody else, and I will not let that stand.
And with that, the hologram kind of fizzles out as the machine explodes. Ineffectively to anything, it just kind of explodes in midair, kind of like message complete, self-destruct kind of deal. But I think that is where we are going to put a pin in it. We will be continuing this. We will probably have a week of just time for talking character stuff, getting people up to speed on what they need to know, stuff like that, kind of getting everything set up. Whole new batch of characters, maybe a couple new players, we'll see. But for the most part, we are going to be starting a new campaign, the Seeds of Rebellion. It will be in the same world as Lost Memories, picking up with a different group at the tail end of this campaign. And if you are interested in seeing any of that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to keep up to date with all of the streams and uploads. That'll also be how you figure out... I meant to say something else with that. The Discord is also a good way to figure out what's going on announcement-wise. I am much more actively announcing things that are going on, absences that cause campaigns to have to skip a day. Other than that, though, if you enjoyed this and want to show more support and try and help out the channel, make sure that we are able to continue doing what we are doing, then please check out the Patreon. And a huge thank you to those that already have. My Priest tiers, Cameo Shadowness, Sawtooth Waves, and Wind Striker. And then my Zealot tier, Alexander. Huge thank you to all of them. I could not keep doing what I am doing without them. But we will see everybody tomorrow night for the next installment of Heart of Darkness. Other than that, everybody have a great evening and drink water.
Fuck the FBC. All my homies hate the FBC.
Hydrate before dihydrate.
Well, the bomb got dropped upon us all, and the list of all unknowns is tall. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown, we'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Leftover ashes in the sky, and the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. But we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Oh, we know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came